It feels really, really good to have my wand in my hands again, and I can't help stroking it just a little bit. Witches shouldn't be parted from their wands. We don't need them, strictly speaking, but after using them to help us focus our magic for so many years, they begin to feel like an extension of our body. "You're so pretty," I whisper.
I hate to interrupt the two of you.
Xander's eyes are wide and his mouth twitches with suppressed mirth.
It looks like things are getting interesting, but I had to shift into a wolf 3 times today, and I really want to sit down.
Sure, take a load off your paws. I tuck my wand into my shoulder bag and scooch toward the armrest of the enormous, oversized corduroy sofa we always hog at Grand Central Glothy.
Anything you want to share?
Xander plops down in the center of the sofa and leans back. All joking aside, he has no paws. He's just your average werewolf. Shaggy hair that never stays neatly combed, golden eyes, and a rangy build that's deceptively strong.
I could use some good news.
Bevan tucks one of her blonde dreadlocks behind her ear, setting her peace charm spinning. Minerva just finished her Institute of Magical Justice classes, and they gave her wand back.
Whoa!
Xander straightens, his bright gold eyes flashing.
So you've been reinstated?
I shrug. It takes some time for the paperwork to get processed, but next week, probably. Clark pushes through the front door and drags himself over to us, stopping next to the sofa. He sighs dramatically, his shoulders slumped, and his face drooped like a basset hound. It's been like that way too often lately.
Hey.
Xander coughs.
Looks like someone needs a joy spell cast on their glotte again.
No, I'm fine, Clark says. Really.
You just don't want your sister to do it,
Xander says.
Who knows what might happen? It could singe your nose hairs.
Clark unhooks his shoulder bag and drops it next to the sofa.
I could cast my own joy spell, but that's not going to work. Not today. Work finally processed the court order and gave half my savings to Carly, which means I'm both broke and officially single. That doesn't sound so bad,
Isaac says.
I mean, half of a savings account's still better than no savings at all.
He's sprawled out in the big orange lounger near the counter. Even when he's not using his vampiric charm, there's still just something about Isaac that draws magical people to him. I can't tell if it's his impressive build, killer smile, or his gorgeous dark brown skin. Of course, something also repels the humans. Maybe the same thing. That's why he can't seem to get the jobs he wants, no matter how hard he tries. Xander stands up and nudges Clark into his spot on the couch.
But hey, buddy, at least that's over, right? The misery has finally ended.
Clark's shoulders slump even more, which I hadn't thought was possible, and he sighs.
But I didn't want to get divorced at all.
When Xander circles around me and perches on the arm of the sofa, he meets my eyes and rolls his. I can't blame Xander, even if Clark is my brother. His celebrity look-alike was always Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh, but Clark's come to resemble him a bit too much in the past few months. Maybe Xander's right. Even if I wind up singeing Clark's nose hairs in the attempt, I may need to cast a joy spell.
I even offered to quit my job in spell research and follow her anywhere she wanted to go,
Clark says for the 9 millionth time.
I offered to live as a human, entirely. Why wasn't that enough for Carly? Because humans don't like our world, not deep down, Xander says. They know they'll never belong here, whereas you live and breathe magic.
Actually, I kind of get why he's all woe is me. Bevan smiles.
Thank you, Clark says. At least someone's trying to see it from my point of view.
I mean, being married would be nice, Bevan says. Then I wouldn't have to clip my toenails anymore.